Tesla gets bullish outlook from Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley has recently affirmed Tesla's overweight rating with a 12-month price target of $200. After the CEO, Elon Musk, continued meetings with world leaders across a variety of countries to review potential future investment opportunities. Both France and India are being considered for new Tesla factories, with Musk having vocalized his willingness to consider a factory in the United Kingdom too. Local officials have confirmed ongoing dialogue between Tesla and the Indian government regarding trade, import tariffs, and local manufacturing. Other countries that Morgan Stanley has highlighted include Australia, Vietnam, Thailand, Canada, and Saudi Arabia. These meetings demonstrate the importance of localized production for Tesla's efficient vehicle delivery model. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Ford adopts Tesla charging port standard. Ford has declared its adoption of the Tesla charging port standard, providing the proprietors of the organization's electric vehicles access to a wide supercharger network in the United States. Last February, the Biden administration made known its $5 billion plan to extend electric vehicle charging infrastructure across the country. Tesla answered the call to help propagate electric vehicles in the U.S. by sharing part of its present supercharger network with outside electric vehicles. On Thursday, Ford reported on Twitter Spaces that it had turned out to be the first vehicle manufacturer to make an agreement with Tesla. The automaker affirmed its customers will now have access to over 12,000 Tesla superchargers in the US and Canada, beginning in spring 2024. Tesla uses a unique charger port pattern for its vehicles, and the majority of electric vehicles in North America are its vehicles. The company has been encouraging other carmakers to revise to its charging port pattern, which will in turn help spread out electric vehicles in the country. Ford owners will initially have to make use of a Tesla adapter to use superchargers, which will be applicable to Ford F-150 Lightning, Mustang Mach-E and E-Transit. Additionally, Ford has specified that as of the 2025 model year, it will shift away from its present combined charging system CCS port to an open-source Tesla NACS charging port. This join of 12,000 Tesla superchargers will supplement the Ford Blue Oval charging station network to form a greater charging infrastructure. Marin Jaja, Chief Customer Officer of Ford Model E, stated in the release that Tesla has headed the industry in creating a vast, dependable and effective charging system, and we are pleased to be able to join forces in a manner that customer benefits and overall EV adoption. The Tesla supercharger network has amazing dependability and the NACS plug is more diminutive and lighter. In its entirety, this builds a better ordeal for customers. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Tesla to open superchargers to non-Tesla EVs in new North American region. Tesla has announced that they are going to open up a portion of their Canadian supercharger network to non-Tesla electric vehicle drivers. It first began testing the demand for non-Tesla EVs charging at its superchargers locations a few years ago in Europe, but has since expanded to North America earlier this year. This move was made in order to qualify for a part of the $7.5 billion in funding from the federal government through the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act. Tesla plans on having 750 charging connectors in public locations made available to non-Tesla EV drivers by the end of 2025, at least 350 of which will be 250 kilowatt superchargers. Tesla is also planning on having an open supercharging route between Sudbury and Ottawa to be piloted later this year. This will help to increase access to electric vehicle chargers for drivers across the country. In addition, Tesla's partnership with the Canadian government could also possibly bring new opportunities for their electric vehicles. They are already partnering with Ford to let their EV drivers access Tesla's superchargers in spring 2021, and Ford EVs will also adopt Tesla's connector starting the following year. This is another landmark move by Tesla to help make electric vehicles more accessible to all. Source: reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at Teslarati. Tesla Model Y with Hardware 4 computer reportedly begins shipping. It appears that Tesla has commenced the delivery of the Model Y automobiles out of its Fremont, California factory, coming with the latest computer hardware of the company, as evidenced by pictures from 2 different Twitter accounts. What is more, the tweets from BLKMDL3 and KLWTTS show off several Model Y electric crossovers featuring the upgraded front-facing and the side-mounted cameras observed in the Model S and Model X vehicles in the past. It is obvious from the situation that some cars on the lot have still the earlier Hardware 3 computer, meaning that the company has not yet made the transition to HW4 for each article assembled. Back to February, to begin with Model X SUVs with the FSD2 Autopilot computer from Tesla were delivered in the United States. But there were some basic functions broken on the vehicle, according to a Reddit user who received it, which included the cruise control, the parking detectors, the autopilot, the navigate on autopilot, the FSD beta visualization preview, and the rear backup camera. The vehicle owner was waiting an appointment for services at that time of the original post, but updates are missing since then, leaving it to everyone's speculation whether the problems may have been solved or not. Furthermore, it is impossible to fit the modern self-driving computer to the cars of a former generation, due to the diverse structure of the unit as well as to the connection of the extra cameras and detectors. Elon Musk underlined that retrofitting the early models was not economically viable. The Hardware 4 is erected on the same Samsung Exynos scheme as before, though with higher power, owing to the increase in the CPU cores from 12 to 20 per side, capable of operating up to 2.35 GHz and with an idle speed of 1.37 GHz. At the same time, the system has better resolution cameras as well as a fresh Phoenix radar for the detection of objects further ahead. Initially, the Hardware 4 computer were meant to ship with the Cybertruck. However, the launch of the electric pickup has been postponed multiple times. Hence its estimated release dates towards the end of the year. Source: reposted and summarized from Julian Nystrom at Inside EVS. Tesla Roadster gets an update from Elon Musk and you'll be waiting. Elon Musk provided an update on the Tesla Roadster development yesterday, and it looks like reservation holders will have a longer wait for their cars. He announced that the design and engineering of the vehicle will be completed by the end of 2021 and it is expected to reach production by the end of 2024. Musk commented on this delay, saying, "We are certainly testing the patience of our reservation holders." When first revealed in 2017, the Tesla Roadster was seen as a revolutionary electric vehicle, hailed for its performance, power, and efficiency. Despite the enthusiasm, the car has been continuously delayed due to other priorities which come with large production goals. Since low production volume of the Tesla Roadster will not help in achieving sustainable energy, the automaker focuses its attention on electric models that will contribute more significantly in mass electrification. Although the release of the vehicle is delayed, its future popularity is undeniable. Source: reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at Teslarati.